CIA falls under the executive branch, which is one of the three branches of government. All three branches of government operate according to checks and balances. CIA is in the executive branch. That means there are people in the judicial branch and people in the legislative branch who are able to see the secrets at CIA to keep it in check and balance. But that doesn't mean that you, the American person, gets to have access to any of that. You have to trust that the right judges and the right legal bodies and the right representatives in the House and in Congress and in the Senate, that the right people have the right access to keep everything in check and balance. Because we don't believe that, we believe there's a deep state. Yeah. And the deep state is somehow this combination of people who have violated all the checks and balances in our systems, and they are now working in cahoots against us as the people and against the head executive of the country. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's hard enough to get the fucking government to work right. How are you going to get a shadow government to not only work, but work in complete secret?
So you're under the opinion that no one's in control, and that's even scarier.
The economy is in control.
Yeah, okay.
And that's predictable. Like, I'm not scared of the future of the United States. I feel like we have a lot of data to pull a very healthy assessment about what the next 2 years, 4 years, 6 years, 9 years, 10 years, it's going to look like. I think when we look at what the next 10 years is going to look like, we all poop in our pants a little bit because it looks pretty shitty. Yeah. But we need to just accept that that's what it looks like instead of trying to assume that we're going to all be saved someday when we find out who really shot JFK or when we uncover the deep state. Because that's not how it's going to work.
Yeah, I'm no Tucker Carlson, so this is not my domain of expertise at all. But I am curious, do you think the new trend in a globalist world will be just hopping for like affluent people to just hop like to the next safest country? Like Dubai is the new place for young and upcoming people. And do you think that's a negative like attitude to have if you're trying to save America in a way?
Well, first of all, I think that you're already kind of one season behind. Mm-hmm. The last 5 years has really been defined by wealthy people hopping to different countries.
So that's probably going to be, instead of trying to bunker down to save just the wealthy people will just go to the one place. It seems like they make
they're already doing that, is what I'm saying.
Have they been doing that for 50 years, I assume?
They've been doing that for like the last 10.
10.
Yeah. I mean, there's wealthy people either already have property abroad, and this is wealthy people anywhere in the world. They either already have property abroad, or they have investments abroad that can be liquidated into property, or they have some kind of service that will evacuate them abroad in the event that they need to. That's generally how it works, right? And then it's everybody else who doesn't have affluence, who's kind of stuck wherever they are, doing whatever they do. And you mentioned the trend in a globalized world. I think the real trend is that as we move forward, we're going to become less globalized. Because globalization, COVID highlighted the weaknesses of globalization. Because remember, when COVID struck, it was identified in China first. And then China shut down. And when China shut down, the secondary effect all over the world was significant. Shipping, manufacturing, production, plastics, all telecommunication, tons of things started shutting down all over the world because China shut down.